Yo, every week I scour the interwebs to find juicy free games for your beautiful face to enjoy, and this week is no exception. So I wanna jump right in with some of the time-sensitive deals, like getting access to Smite 2 before all of the vitamin D deficient nerds get all the keys. Ah yes, the infamous MOBA, which in reality is the MOBA for people who don't like MOBAs. I still remember my first experience with the game when I was playing some fat alcoholic dude and I was beating up a girl with the wolf serpent hyper tentacle thingamajiggies. You know, after burping her in the face, which made her intoxicated. 10 out of 10 sounds like an accurate night out in my neighborhood. Anyway, Smite 2 is opening up for a new alpha test and you can get yourself access by using your sticky fingers and applying for the alpha. You know, you can take it for a spin before the launch sometime in January next year. I think the differences between Smite 1 and Smite 2 will be an upgraded game engine, some juicy graphical tweaks and fundamental gameplay changes. All things that the 11-year-old title really needs. I'll leave a link in the description to take you straight to the alpha page. That's the high quality type of service that I like to provide. And remember, if you want to stay up to date on free games, then do us both a favor and subscribe before you go. Staying with the time limited deals, EA FC 24, formerly known as FIFA, are running a free weekend. And depending on when you watch this video, you can get between 24 hours and 1.5 minutes to test this baby out. Since the majority of my viewers are American, I guess you guys have no idea what the hell you're looking at. Well, it's a kind of a game where 22 players kick the ball around with their foot. And the idea is to fall as dramatically as possible if someone on the grandstand blows your way. Anywho, if you want to take EA FC 24 for a spin and experience what the rest of the world call football, since you use your foot to move a ball, head on over to Steam and give it a go. Next, we have an interesting yet fun one. It's called Pocket Pusher, where you get to drop your balls and hope that the coins come out at the other end. Okay, that sounded better in my head. It's a chill ball dropping strategy game that tries to provide you with this thrill of the arcade from the comfort of your own sofa. I don't think there's too much more to say. It's a coin pusher, casual arcadey experience. Take it for a test drive and let me know. Next up, you can unleash hell in Cryptis, a movement FPS blending a retro aesthetic with the next gen visuals, according to the developer at least. Here, you'll have the pleasure of dashing, jumping and shooting your way through hordes of undead ex-girlfriends. So there's nothing else to do but to embrace the chaos, slaughter your enemies and overcome the darkness that's deep inside of you. It's a fairly short game, but what the game lacks in length, it makes up in girth. What I was trying to say was that it's a short game, but it makes it up in the quality. It's a quality type of game. Surprisingly fun, and I really look forward to what the developers come up with next. It's a very good start, and I think if you're gonna try anything from today's video, this should be the bad boy you spin up. Next up, we have a newly released free-to-play game. It's an action-adventure game called Unsung Empires the Cholas. It's a narrative-driven 3D action-adventure game featuring a combination of sword-based combat and platforming elements. Players get to traverse various environments, moving through forests, cities, caves and wilderness, all to advance the game story. And for a prologue, I think it's actually nicer than I'd expected, so I'll be interested to see where the developers take this bad boy. For some reason, it's giving me an Indian feeling, so I guess we could call this the Indian God of War plus platforming. Go give it a try and let me know if you agree in the comment section. Next up, I want to get your eyeballs on Elvera, which is a indie third-person PvP action game developed by a single person. And I must say, it's impressive what one person can do alone if they put their mind to something. Elvera offers a refreshing gaming experience spiced up with unique mechanics and fast gameplay. A win, win and a win. I think you should try this bad boy out, and if you're feeling extra nice, provide the developer with a review or even some input to improve the game. Just keep in mind that this game was developed by a single dude, so let's give him some love. Amplifiers are offering you Endless Legend, and if you tie your Steam account to the Amplifiers account and allow them to spam your email with a nuclear amount of marketing emails. Endless Legend is a 4X turn-based fantasy strategy game by the creators of Endless Space and Dungeon, where the focus is to allow you to control every aspect of your civilization as you struggle to save your homeland, Arigua, I think it's pronounced, probably not. So if you're interested in a 4X game, I'll leave the link along with all the other games in the description. Just remember to tie Amplifier's account to your Steam account and off you go. Next up we have Frostrain, where you'll be the last train conductor roaming the post-apocalyptic frozen world. Here you'll have to expand, strengthen and build synergies on your beautiful train, cause the goal is that the promised land is just beyond the toxic zone and it awaits you and your beautiful passengers. The story revolves around the climate has changed and turned the world white and frozen, and the only thing moving on the planet is your butt cheeks, your passengers' butt cheeks and your train's butt cheeks. I think it's fair to say that it's a dead world, but ironically it's also more fascinating for it. A super interesting roguelike deck building strategy simulation game that's off to a very good start with very positive reviews on Steam with a total of 420 reviews. I gotta give you a heads up here, keep in mind that it feels more like a demo than a full-fledged game. That was kinda sus when I tried this bad boy up. But nonetheless, it will give you a taste, so to say, and hopefully the developers will be adding more content in the foreseeable future. If we take a quick jump over to the Epic Store, we can still get your hands on Love, which looks like it was developed during the reign of the Roman Empire, but don't be fooled. To be fair, it does look mighty old, but it also has the ability to get your rage going so that you would rather headbang your keyboard and imprint WASD on your forehead for a more pleasurable time. Anyway, you'll have 100 lives to make it through 12 levels of Spiky Love, and when you die you'll instantly respawn at the last checkpoint. The twist here is that you'll be able to make your own checkpoints as long as you place them on what we call solid surfaces, which does help dial down the rage just a little bit. And for the sake of simplicity, the only controls are left, right, jump and set a respawn. But like I said, WASD to the forehead. Next week and starting January 25th, Love will be replaced by Infinifactory, which is a sandbox puzzle game with a building focus. Here, you'll have the pleasure of building factories that assemble products for your alien overlords and try not to die in the process. This game is all about solving various puzzles in your own particular way. And to be honest, when I solved a very hard puzzle, I felt really good. But then I looked up how other people did it and I felt really bad. I think the reason for that is that when I was growing up I wasn't very nice to my head, and that shows with the minimum amount of useful brain cells I have at my disposal. Okay, jokes aside, this game is good and well done, but holy hell, you will need a degree in mechanics or Asperger's or something like that in order to get anywhere meaningful. The difficulty curve is extremely steep and the game does not explain many of the needed mechanics to make it semi-successful. But you know, somehow that also makes it super fun. There are a few other what I would call low effort games that I don't really want to bother you or your hard drive with. So I think I'm gonna end the bad boy here and go watch the movie Napoleon. Have you guys seen it yet? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it somewhere in the middle? But that brings me to the end of today's video. Thanks a lot for taking the time to watch my video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you did, subscribe if you haven't, like why not. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.